So in this bag, well actually this bag came out of this box. So we're going to be taking a look at the Drobo 5N, and this is meant to make your life really easy. And basically it's a NAS station, and you can just transfer your data, files, pictures, videos or anything like that via internet, no problem. So we're going to dive in and see how really easy it is to actually use. So this is meant to be making your life really easy, and especially in the office or at home. Depends on how much data you've got, and in 2017 using that much data is definitely well, it's definitely worth it. So I'm going to take a look at the Drobo right now with you so you can see how easy it is. So I'm looking at the front and I'm like, okay, how'd you get the drives open? Well, the drives easy open like that. It's got a magnetic back, so it sticks to the front. Your drives go in here and it fits into up to 5 SATA hard drives, up to 6 gigabytes per second. And basically you can put in this bottom bit here an MSATA SSD in the bottom here, and you can have an extra further drive, so you can have 6 altogether. So you have a drive down there and you can have 5 normal mechanical hard drives. So on here indicates how much storage you've got left when the lights are indicated with the LEDs. This shows you data transferring from your computer over the internet over to the Drobo, and then obviously this is a power on and off button, and you've got these easy little buttons here, and this basically opens and ejects the actual hard drive out. And it also has like little menus everywhere. So it says activity indicator, which I've always said, which is down there, and then capacity gauge, which is down there, power button or LEDs down there, and this bit's pretty useful here. So you've got none, system's healthy, which everything stays green. Add a drive here soon, because it's yellow, means it's about to come to the end of its life. Don't remove this drive. If you remove this drive, you may lose your data, so it's trying to tell you don't do that until it's fixed itself. And it's got red, add a drive here right now, because you need to, because you're running out of space. And drive failure replace means that something's gone wrong with the drive, and then you need to transfer it so you can keep going on with your drives and transferring data and stuff across. So that is pretty awesome that it's on the front, and inside there is a little note. On the back here it's got 120mm silent fan to keep all your drives cool, and then you've got your Ethernet. This is 1 GB connection, so you should be able to get optimized speed as fast as possible through the internet, depending on your bandwidth speed that you or your service provider that you use. It's got a 12-volt connector, and it's got an power button here. And I think the way it goes like this is because it's a safety precaution. If anything goes wrong, it will cut itself off, but you won't lose any data. So what I'm going to do, I've been provided all these drives and I'm going to put them all in there. They're all different drives, I think Seagate and Western Digital and Toshiba, I think. So you've got a 3TB by Seagate, and this is a NAS one. And then we've got a high performance hard drive, P300. All the links in the description down below with the hard drives as well, so just in case you want to know. 2TB Toshiba hard drive. Another NAS Seagate hard drive, 3000 gigabytes, so it's 3 terabytes. Another Seagate one, and this is a desktop hard drive, and this is a 4 terabyte one. And this is a high performance hard drive, P300 1 terabyte as well. So we're just going to populate the drives. Right, so that one is in. And I'm just populating anywhere on the drives, doesn't matter which way they go in at all. But don't normally push them in as hard as what I do, because it's a mechanical hard drive, so just be a little bit gentle. Then you just populate, or pop the front on, so it's that way, and it's magnetic, and then all I need to do is connect it up. Oh my god, this weighs a bit now. Oh. So all I need to do is get this box here, which is included, should be an Ethernet cable, and if you're from a different country then you've got one of them cables. You get a power brick, which is nice and big, and then I've got my cable for where I live, And then it's got like little instructions here and telling you how to quickly set up and where you need to go to download the latest drivers for the splash screen, and then see your activity, what's going on with the hard drive. So I'm just going to connect it up and we're going to test the speed and see how simple this is. Right, so now we've got the Drobo all activated. It has got 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 hard drives installed, and it's all perfect because it's all, what it means by perfect, what do I mean by perfect? It's all green, and when it's an indication of green, it means the hard drives are very healthy, no critical errors or anything like that. So I can go to a desktop computer and transfer data back and forth from a computer to the Drobo and it will be fine. Also, did I mention that it's hot swappable as well? You can only remove 1 drive at a time. So if you go to remove 2 drives at a time, it will ask you to put the hard drive back in and the other hard drive back in, regardless if it's faulty or not, and then it will reboot the system automatically to making your life easier. But you'll have to wait up to 20 minutes before it re-registers where all the hard drives are located, and yeah, it takes it from there and it sorts it all out for you. So it's really quite simple. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to inject 1 hard drive, and I'm going to go with this one. And as you can see, it's green and yellow, which means that you can't take out any more hard drives because you've already taken 1 out at the moment. So I've got a Toshiba 1TB high performance P300 hard drive. I've just taken it out and it's blinking green. So after I've taken this out, I can swap it for another hard drive to make sure my data still carries on the way it was before. But I have to wait 20, well not 20 minutes, probably about 5 to 10 minutes until it registers. But what I'm going to do is put this back in because there's nothing wrong with it. And it's going to be quite hard to get it back in. No, it's not really. There you go. See? Then it will register saying that this drive's okay. So if it's not okay, it will come up red and flashing, telling you to remove this drive. We don't want it in there, and it will reassess itself and obviously reboot and sort everything out. So at the moment it sort of flashed really red really quickly. Now it's flashing yellow and green saying please don't touch any of the drives, and that's it. Now you have to wait until it resumes back to being proper stable green, and once it's that, then you can remove any other drive again. Now we're greeted with the dashboard. The dashboard is super, I really don't know actually. I'm about to go into the dashboard just like you. So it says Drobo 5N and it's green. It says it's unlocked. So you've got a refresh button, or I think it's a reboot button. And then you've got icons in this so you can change stuff. So I'm going to click on health. Nothing comes up. Oh, hang on. Yep, nothing comes up. Name, product, nothing. Right, and then go to dashboard preferences. You've got send me email alerts. Means your hard drive's gone down or anything like that. You need to get over there and sort it out. Oh right, there we go. So we click on the actual Drobo itself. That was a bit tricky, it's a bit hard that was. So on the top drive, we've got a 2TB drive, 1TB, 4TB, 3TB, and 3TB. That's a lot of terabytes. But if you've got an office environment, or you do a lot of video production, or a lot of photography, or anything that you've got a lot of that you need to have on hard drives, this is the best way. And the good thing as well, you can use an MXDOUT hard drive, which is slightly faster than a mechanical hard drive. Well, actually, it's much faster. The read and write speed is around 550 to 530 megabytes read and write speeds, and a mechanical hard drive is slightly slower because it runs at 7,200 RPM speed, so it's definitely a lot more slower. So you've got the name Drobo 5N. You can change your name to how many Drobos you've got or anything to do with the company, and it's got a serial number on there. Anything goes wrong, you can send it back to the company, no problem. It says good health on all the hard drives. That's why they're all green, so I'm really happy with that. It's got a firmware update, so you can use the most up-to-date firmware to make sure that you've got the proper performance and nothing's going wrong. All the updates are perfectly okay, and when you do send data back and forth, you need to make sure everything is compatible and it's working. And then you've got uptime days, how long you've left the Drobo on. It's a NAS station, so technically it would probably be useful to get an UPS power supplier. So basically If you have a power cut or anything like that, it will basically power down and it won't ruin your hard drives or any data or anything like that. You got them wicked videos when you were a little kid and everything like that, and all of a sudden it gets destroyed. No one wants to see that. But anyway, you got hot data cache, so it can cache its data and stuff like that. Active interface, and at the moment it's connected to the Infinite port. So that's system information. I don't know anything else because I'm just doing it with you at the moment. Okay, this is really quite useful. So it says vendor ID Toshiba, so that's in Bay North. So if I click that, I'm guessing it will change again. So we've got Toshiba, Seagate, and Seagate. So it tells you what vendors you got in there as well, what the capacity is, hard disk drive and SATA interface, and even the model of the whole hard drive. So that's basically, you can just leave it in the drive and then say, oh, I've got a faulty drive, and you can get the serial number without actually looking at the really small number on the mechanical hard drive. That is awesome. Network information, right, okay. So we've got IP address, so that means your IP local address, so where your Ethernet port or internet is, and your service provider connects you to your home address or business address. That's what that means. MAC address is kind of the same. It's a code that breaks it all up for you, so you know where to actually give it information or where to go down the line. Port speed is saying 1000, which is 1000 megabytes, which is 1 gigabyte. The best performance speed that you can get on that NAS station. Also, subnet mask is the same thing as what IP address is. You can change it all the way around. Privatize your internet connection like a VPN, so no one can hack your hard drive or your NAS station, and that's your little server. Domain name server 1, domain server 2. That's all the same thing. You can change it all around and make sure everything's all perfect. Even down the bottom here it says Drobo is healthy and has sufficient capacity, not actually required at this time. You can add capacity replacing an existing hard drive with a drive larger capacity. So I can just get that hard drive out, do a hot swappable, and I think, oh, I'm running out of space, I am going to archive the drives that I've got in there, or one of the drives, and then I'll get like an 8 terabyte or 10 terabyte drive, and I'll stick it in there regardless if it's a desktop, is it a NAS one, or any hard drive at all. And you can just pop it in and it's populated and it's done, and it will read the information off of there. So that's pretty cool. And then you've got capacities. So we go into capacities. What one are we in at the moment? 7.94 terabytes, free space 99%. So this tells you an average space of how much space you've got left to be able to put your data on. So it's quite common sense, to be honest with you. And then it's got a different way of looking at it in a bar graph, which one's easier for you to look at. It's up to you. You've got shares. You can share certain things on public, so you can do a public domain and you can spread over different domain name servers. Especially you can use it with a website, and you can host a website through it as well, because it is a NAS station. You can go in and make it a bit more advanced if you're a web designer and all that sort of stuff. And then other things you can just have, like for your family, I want to put out a couple of videos, a couple of pictures, and I want them to be able to access it remotely. You can do that as well. And then you've got all the apps that you can put on there, like something to do with photos and videos, and you've got certain players that you can play, remote access, all of that straight on here. So you've got tools, you can download it through Mac or Apple iOS and Android, so everything's all there. And this is also Mac compatible, which I should have said in the first place in the video, and it's also Windows compatible, which I'm using at the moment. And then you've got just your tools, so if anything goes wrong, what should I do? I got turn the blink lights on, shut down, restart, Drobo reset. It's got all the information staring you in the face. It's very, very easy and very common sense. You got to just be savvy. Like, you've got to check for updates. You just click on there and you can check for updates. Manual update yourself. If you don't choose that you don't want a manual update, well, it's an update that you might not want because the firmware might be a bit wrong. Something might not agree with your hard drive, so you just want to do a manual update. This update is good because you can take out what you don't want and use what you do need. Drobo settings, oh my god, there's so much stuff. Well, anyway, this is all the stuff that you do if you've got a website and you want to host and be a provider and all that sort of stuff, and host your website on your NAS station. And that means all your videos, pictures from the website can go all on your NAS station, and it's all protected and it's all good. I'm not going to go too much into that because it's just too much. And then you're back to the dashboard preferences, what we were earlier. And to be honest with you, it's so easy. Even a 5-year-old can do this. And I'm not saying because I'm tech savvy that a 5-year-old can do this, whatever, because I act like a 5-year-old sometimes. But yeah, if you put a 5-year-old on there, I bet you any money they'll be able to sort it out. But yeah, anyway, it's all got green lights, it's all healthy, and it's got the blue indication lights on the actual Drobo itself to indicate how much information's on there and when you're filling up your drive. So it's a good indication that you don't even need to go into your dashboard, don't need to use your phone. All you need to do is look at the Drobo and you can see averagely, that's not even a word, on average, yeah, that basically you got the blue lights indicating how much information you got left or how much storage you got left to add all your data. As simple as that. Anyway, that's the end of this long review, and hopefully you'll go and get it if you need it. Links in the description down below. And yeah, subscribe if you like this sort of content, and if you want to know more, contact me down below. I don't mind helping out anyone if you need any more information. And thanks for watching. Oh, actually, before thanks for watching, like the video and dislike if you dislike it. But thanks for watching. See you later.